Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm gonna do my unboxing of my A100 that I sent to Emerson 3 weeks ago. The A100 had premature lock wear, so I decided to try out their warranty. And I just got it back today, so I haven't opened it yet. This is the first Emerson that I had gotten, and I sent it in, and then I got this one, the CQC 7, and this has been my mostly my work knife and just my everyday carry lately. I've had this for about 2.5 weeks or so, and I've never had an Emerson before, so these would be my first 2 Emersons. And so far, I am very pleased with the performance of this particular knife. The type of edge that they put on here is from what I can see is, one, it's easy to sharpen, which I have found out. It's very easy to sharpen because this one bevel, it's easy to sharpen this one bevel, get the burr, take the burr off, and you're done. But the edge isn't as strong, so you have to sharpen it more often. So for me, I sharpen all the time, different knives, and my knives, personal made knives, and to me, I'd rather have the secondary bevel on the backside. So I do have I put a smaller one on the back, which will increase the strength somewhat. But the overall performance of the lock on this one is very well, because I always make sure that when I get a new folder, I want to make sure that that the lock is not going to have issues. And this is a very, very strong lock. I have tested it, put it through some strength tests, and it has had 0 issues. Very strong. The wear on this one is wearing very well. Hasn't really moved. And it's very, very good knife so far. I think the thing with Emerson is that they are about work knives, which is how my personal 2-hour knives are made in mind. Is they are knives to be used and worked with. They're not meant to be very pretty. So I think that I have a connection with Emerson in that manner, because I have the same type of mentality as I do with my custom knives. So let's go ahead and take a look at see what they did with my A100 here. So we have they left that's back in there. They put a new sticker in here, I believe. And let's see what they did. So let's see, right off the bat, they put new hardware in. Brand new hardware. Very nice. The scales look like they've been cleaned up. Yep, brand new hardware. Very nice. Centering. It's nice and straight. It looks like they put a bigger stop pin in there. I believe they did. Let's see here. They might have put just a little bit bigger stop pin in there. Yeah, I think that's what they might have done. I'm not sure here. Let's look at the lockup. Very early. Very early lockup. I'm trying to see if they replaced the liner or very good stick. Actually, I think they might have replaced the liner. It's hard to say. That stop pin looks a little bit bigger though. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, it's really hard to tell if it's a bigger stop pin, but I think it is. But I also too think that they replaced the liner, the actual liner lock, because it does look fairly new. So I'm not sure. It's got really good stick too. Really good stick. So they might have done both. And it looks like one thing I did notice with their knives, they might have fixed this, and my A100 doesn't have a date on it either when I bought it. This one's not dated for some reason. There's no date on the A100, but there is on the CQC7. This is 2014. When they drill their stop pins, I think they forget to make sure that their drill press is perfectly 90, because, let me get my flashlight. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I'll see if I can demonstrate without blinding you guys. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there, you see that? See the gap? How the blade is not touching the stop pin, only a certain part of it. That means their pin isn't perfectly straight, or this isn't perfectly. Can you see the angle right here? See how it's angled? It's not 90. See that? That means it's not hitting the stop pin perfectly, which is okay. But I see that on this A100 that it actually, this one is actually perfectly flat. Right here. It's perfectly 90. And it's hitting the stop pin perfectly flat too, which is good. Because once that paint comes off, then that small tolerance, it's got real good stick. Really good stick. Hear that? Nice. That's what you want to hear. You want that. That's the wonderful thing about the titanium, is that it sticks. It's called galling. And you want that so there's no failure. So everything looks really, really nice. But again, like I said, they might have just put a bigger stop pin, which it almost looks like it. I think it is a bigger stop pin. So I think that's what they did. I think they did put a bigger stop pin. But they might have also replaced the liner as well, which would be kind of weird. So, yeah, they might they might replace the liner too, which I don't know why they would do that, but they might have. They might have just done that. So I think they replaced both, but I really do think, yeah, they did both. They put a bigger stop pin in, or that's the standard size stop pin, which I doubt, and replace the liner. And this is not only the best part. The best part is, so I'm in California too, and they're only about 2.5 hours away or so, like that, from where I am. So it costed me about only $7 to ship it there, and normally they charge you to ship it back to you. You have the option of, when you fill out your form, to put a credit card so that they can charge you for the shipping. Well, I didn't do that, so because I'd rather have them call me and I could talk to them. But they never called me for payment for return shipping. So they shipped this knife to me back from warranty service, and I didn't even have to pay. They didn't call for shipping. So I thought that was very nice of them. That just shows that they're going beyond their policy, and I really admire that. I really do. And you know, a lot of people complain about the sticking. I want the sticking because I don't want this thing to fail at all. I don't want this thing to be slipping. So let's test the lock and see how it does here. Okay. So it is slipping a little bit. Okay, it stopped slipping on that one. Which is good. That's still good. Nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't unlock. This is CQC7. I could do this all day and it won't unlock. So that's good. That's good enough for me. A couple whacks, doesn't unlock. That's good. That's what I want to see. So far, and it's pretty smooth, you know. They re-greased it, whatever they use, and yeah, nothing wrong with that. I always find it interesting why why this model has such a small lock face on it compared to the CQC7, which has a huge lock face on it. I don't know why that is, but I'm very happy with Emerson so far, and I can't say enough good things about them. So if you guys want to get an Emerson and you're not worried about, you know, things being super pretty and all that, then I suggest you guys pick one up. Okay. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Take care.